Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve this particular exams question. Here we have root of 250 plus root of 40 minus root of 90. Okay, and we have some options here. Here we have option A, if they say it is root 200, and here we have option B, it is root of 100, and here we have option C, 3 root 10, and we have the last option, that's option D, 4 root 10. Okay, so which of these is the correct answer? Right, so without wasting much time, let's go ahead and solve the question. Then before I do that, I normally like drawing boxes. Okay, so let me just draw my box. Right, so I'm going to use my red ink this time around. All right, having drawn my box. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this question. Here we have root of 250, and we have root of 40, and we have root of 90. How can we do this? Okay, now what you have to do is you don't just add. You cannot just add, okay, root of 250 plus root of 40, that is root of 290 minus root of 90, and your answer will be 200. No, you don't do it that way. That is not correct. Okay, so what you have to do is you need to break down this 250 into two parts, in which one of the part will be a perfect square. Okay, so let me list out examples of perfect squares. Let me write here perfect squares. Okay, so 36 is a perfect square because 6 times 6 is 36. 25 is a perfect square because 5 times 5 is 25, and the square root of 25 is 5. Okay, so 16 is a perfect square because 4 times 4 is 16, and the square root of 16 is 4. So we have 9 is a perfect square because 3 times 3 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. We have 4 as a perfect square because 2 times 2 is 4. And there are so many other perfect squares. Okay, so having known that, let me clean this off. So we are going to break down 250 into two parts, in which one of the parts must be a perfect square. Okay, so if you consider 25 times 10, 25 times 10 is 250. So I have here, and 25 is a perfect square. So 25 times 10 is okay. So if I break down this, I have root of 25 times root of 10. Okay, plus, let's do this also here, 40, and we can use 4 times 10 because 4 is a perfect square. So I have square root of 4 times 10 because 4 here is a perfect square, and 10 is not a perfect square. That is why we are using it. Here 25 is a perfect square, and 10 is not a perfect square. That is why we are using it. So minus root of 9 times 10. Okay, because 9 is a perfect square and 10 is not a perfect square. Okay, so the next thing is for us to break it further. Let me draw my box. All right, having drawn my box. Okay, so the next step is for us to simplify this further. You can take square root of 25. Square root of 25 is 5. So because 25 is a perfect square, so we have 5. And 10 is not a perfect square, so we have root of 10. This 10. We have square root of 10. Plus, here we have 4 and 10. 4 is a perfect square, so that the square root of 4 is 2. We have 2 and root of 10. Since 10 is not a perfect square, we have minus, here you can take the square root of 9 to be 3. Then we have roots of what? 10. All right, so let me draw my box again. All right, having drawn my box, okay, so the next thing is for us to simplify this further. So we have 5 root of 10 plus 2 root of 10 minus 3 root 10, okay. So we can add this because they have equal roots here. We have root 10, we have root 10, and we have root 10, okay. They are the same. So we have 5 root 10 plus 2 root 10. If you add this, you're gonna have 7 root 10, okay, minus here we have 3 root 10, okay. So we can simplify this further. 7 root 10 minus 3 root 10, right? Let me draw my box, my final box. All right, having drawn my final box, so you have 7 root 10 minus 3 root 10. So the final answer is, guess what? 4 root 10. All right, so that is the answer. Okay, so we now go back to the options, and the only option that has 4 root 10 is option D. Okay, so this now becomes the correct answer, right? Okay, so that is it. I believe you enjoyed the class, and in our next video we are going to take more examples, and I will possibly give you some questions to solve at home. All right, thank you, and please feel free to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification button for updates on my new videos. All right, see you again. Bye.